Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex the Creative Llama. If you see the live box above my head, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. So if you are catching the replay, please make sure you put hashtag replay in the comments. Let me get my live pulled up over here, but our keyword today is bird, B-I-R-D. And when you send that, when you comment that, you'll get a message from my page giving you all the info for what I'm using today. So let me find my live. Let me get this shared into there. All the good stuff. Hello. Happy, I was going to say Thursday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Let me get this shared, and then we are going to go ahead and get started. Hi, Tracy. So let me get this shared. What I'm talking about, I didn't even explain this. I'm getting this shared over into my broadcast channel. So if you're not part of my broadcast channel, and you end up liking the craft, or you like me, whatever it might be, and you want to see more, write down in the pinned comment at the bottom. Open that up, and the link that's in there, there's two links. The first link is to the broadcast channel. Just click on that and join it, and that will be the best way to know when I'm live. The next few days, I won't really be live because I'm about to head out of town today. But you'll get notified when I do go live in there. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Colleen. All right, so if you didn't catch my live last night, I gave you a little behind the scenes look of what kind of, not a day in my life, but kind of how the process of all my wood cutting works. And this was actually on special for y'all last night. So people who joined my live last night could grab this set for $10, which includes shipping. But the price increased a little bit, like I told y'all, so you can grab the set for $13, which does include shipping. So, hi Barbara, hi Lynn, hello. So, comment the word bird, you can go grab it. It's $13, no additional shipping. Everything, you'll get everything you need to make a little bird trio set. So, it comes with the 3 stands. You're going to get 3 wings and 3 different birds, okay? So here's where I need your help. I've got some paint colors pulled. I was kind of wanting to go for like a more muted tone kind of look. So I definitely think I'm going to use these 2, but I'm trying to decide the third one. Should we go sunset gold? These next ones I'm going to show you aren't really muted, but then we got twilight, and then we've got stormy. What do you think the third bird should be? Let me know in the comments. Now, I'm going to take a baby wipe or a wet wipe, and I'm going to wipe off all that glue that's sitting on top. If you buy cutouts from other people, or if you buy them from me, I use MDF, and when I cut it, it makes it look a little burned. It's not burned. It's just the glue from the wood that is sitting on top, and you just need to wipe it off. I am Katie. I sure am. I'm going to ChalkCon today. All right, let me get that wiped down. That looks good. What do y'all think that third color should be? What do y'all think? So then what I was thinking is we'd paint the wings the same color and then go on top with this pattern transfer. What do y'all think? Hi, Denise. Good morning. All right, since I already know, I'm going to go with these 2. So this is vintage pink, and this is aloe, which I love those 2 colors. And I'm trying to decide the third one. I was thinking, I'm wanting to do a blue, but I don't have like a vintagey blue. So we're going to kind of figure it out. He is not, Katie. No. He is hanging back at home. Stormy. That's kind of what I was thinking. Good morning. Hi, Ruth. Well, welcome on in, Miss Ruth. If you don't know me, my name is Alex. I am with the Creative Llama. What I like to craft is I do a lot of wood cutouts, and I use a lot of chalk couture stencils. I don't always use the stencils on everything, but that is a little bit about me. I live in Texas, and I used to be a teacher. So, good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Sue. Rebecca, are you coming in today or tomorrow? When are you flying in, my friend? I cannot wait to meet you. And I'll keep you, you're in that chat, so I'll keep you up to date on everything too. So, it's getting better, Lynn. It sure is. Slowly, it is getting better. All right, so there's the vintage pink. I'm going to set that to the side. Let's do this one in our green. So I'm going to go in with aloe on this one. Okay. And then we're trying to decide the third color. So if you're just jumping on, we're doing a bird trio set, and we're trying to decide the last color. So we don't know if we're going to go Stormy, Sunset Gold, or Twilight. Or we can go Gingham Blue. I don't know. I haven't decided. I was leaning towards Stormy, but I don't know. Oh, the decisions. All right. Get this on here. This will need another coat. That looks good. I'll be back on Saturday. All right. Put this to the side. I feel like the Stormy, let's try the Stormy. I have been sightseeing. Oh, how fun! Okay, yay! I cannot wait to see you. Enjoy your sightseeing. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, ma'am. I fly out of here around 2:30. So I've got some time, but I've got to go take my dogs to my parents' house. I gotta load those two yahoos up in the car. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna do a little test on the back. I'm trying not to use my teeth to do that. All right, to open it, let's put a little bit down. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. She pretty. I haven't used this one yet. I'm trying to see. Ooh, we're using Stormy. That's what we're using. It's been decided. All right, we're gonna go in with Stormy. Now the blue may be like not your thing. You don't have to do the blue, okay? But I think the Stormy looks really pretty because then we can distress and make it look all good. All right, so let's dry these. Let's add another coat of each. So let me show you all three together. I like all three together. What do y'all think? Thanks, Robbie. Robbie, I will get, if you message me or email me, as soon as I get to the airport this afternoon, I'm going to be catching up on all of those. I promise I'm not ignoring you. There's so much going on right now. That I promise I'll respond. What do y'all think about those three colors together? Do we like those? All right, let's do another coat. So we're going to go in with the vintage pink. And if you're just jumping on, comment the word bird. You can grab this little bird trio set for $13, and that includes the cost of shipping. You won't have any additional shipping. But I think these are so fun. So one more coat of that one. Then we're going to go in with our aloe. I've got colors everywhere. Hi, Carolee. How are you? I hope you're doing fantabulous. Oops, you know what? I just realized I painted the beak on that one. That's okay. We're going to go over it with a paint marker anyway. So there's that one. And then this is the color Stormy, which we haven't used this one before. And I really like it. It's a really pretty deep blue. Now you could use your chalk paste to paint. You could achieve these same colors with your chalk paste. You would just have to mix up a little bit of stuff. And I actually am gonna have to mix up our color that we're gonna use for the pattern. All right. Perfect. Hi, Susan. Hi, guys. Hi, Phoebe. Hey, Hey y'all, if you are new, let us know where you're watching from. We love to welcome newbies over here on the page. Hi, Annette. It is Deco Art. I'm going to try my best to get that zoom, like, to be clear on it. But it's Deco Art Americana. And I ordered it directly from the website. So I don't know if they have it in stores or not. That's where I got mine. I'm going to do one more coat of the blue. And then we're going to paint their little wings. Okay, I'm going to set that here, here, and here. So now I got to make sure I paint their wings the correct color. So this is going to be blue. This is going to be green. Do I want that way? Hi, Sharon. Good morning, Connie. Hi, Barbara and Diane. So the picture of the person who created this file, she had the wings like in a different color, like a white or like an off-white. But I'm thinking I'm going to paint these the same color and then chalk them with the floral dot pattern. Hi, Kimmy. From Texas. I'm in Texas too, my friend. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So then the pattern is just on the wing. What do y'all think about that? Because if I go white, I can't use the same colors as the bird because I can't use acrylic paint with my stencils. All right, I'm just thinking out loud. Let's do another coat of this one. Another coat. Let's actually paint this one. You know what? Instead of making it difficult on myself, we're going to pull out the tape. Oh, yay! Yes, that's just a little bit of the behind the scenes. There's a lot more to it, but that was pretty much what I do on a daily basis. I haven't done one of those in over a year, and I know tons of people, not tons, but people have been asking like the process. And that's what I do. That is what I do all day long, and I love it. So if you're like, what are you talking about? Last night I went live, and I gave my people who were watching a little bit behind the scenes look of like how the process works for like adding stuff to the website, cutting, you know, designing, shipping, packaging, all of those things. Just so y'all can see a little bit about what I do when I'm not crafting. Because y'all really only see me for maybe an hour a day, but I'm working on orders all day long. So it was just a little bit behind the scenes. And I gave them a deal on this project today. But if you didn't see that, you can grab your Bird Trio set for $13, and it just includes shipping. It's raining. It's nice and bright here, Kimmy. I wish it was raining. Oh, that's so sweet. I've been doing stuff with chalk for 5 years next month. So I've been working this business for 5 years, and then I included the wood cutouts about 3 years ago. I think it's been about 3 years since I started incorporating my own wood cutouts. Maybe longer. Boom, stop it. Sorry, y'all. That's my Australian Shepherd in the background, just barking. Just being a nuisance. That's Boone. We always say when he barks, he's just saying hello to his ladies. Good morning, Angie. Y'all, I really hope I don't get paint on my plain outfit. That was probably silly of me to go live in my plain outfit, but it is what it is. I love chalking too, Connie. I originally started with chalk just to get ink because I was making my own silk screens to do t-shirts. I was doing my own t-shirt stuff. And y'all, the making your own silk screens was a ton of work. But I originally got into chalk just to get the ink. And then I started playing with the transfer, and I was like, this is so much easier than what I was doing. And then it kind of just took off. I never planned for me to do lives, anything like that. Like, if you would ask the people who know me, They would never expect me to go live by any means. I'm usually a pretty quiet and shy person. And I went live and I haven't stopped going live, which is awesome. I was a teacher. I quit 3 years ago. It'll be, yeah. I'm going into my, 4 years ago. I don't remember. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. And when I quit, I'll be completely honest. Like I had a different partner at the time who could help me if I needed it, and then we're no longer together. But now I'm able to fully support myself with doing all of this, which is amazing. I feel very, very blessed every single day to be able to get to do this as my job. It's just so fun. Hi, how are you? Okay, so now we've got, oh, you know what would have been fun is if we did it'd been kind of silly. I was going to say to do the wings in like the other colors, but it's fine. See, there's Shelly. So Shelly's one of my friends who knew me before all of this. She's my best friend's wife, and she would probably never expect that I would do this for a living. All right, let's do the legs of the birds and the beaks. So, do we want black legs, I think. Black legs. And then what color beak? Do we want orange or yellow? What do y'all think? Orange or yellow? Where's my black? But yeah. So now I do this all on my own. And I love it. I have so much fun. I probably should have done this in brown now that I'm thinking about it. Well, shoot. Oh, well, it is what it is. I suggest doing this in brown and not in black. But it's okay. All right, so black legs. And I'm just going to use my little paint marker that I have. This is the Sharpie Creative. Y'all hear them? I know you do. They're being naughty. The other one that's barking is my little miniature long-haired dachshund named Tucker. And he's a menace to the world, too. Oh, my gosh. Ben's not even barking at anything. He's over here barking at the wall, the side of my house. Yeah. I mean, but when people meet me, like in person, I'm usually pretty quiet. I'm not like talkative like I am on my lives. I'm much more, I think, animated on my lives than I am in person. Well, one, I'm just sitting here by myself in my own dang house talking to myself. When I first started dating Thomas, he was like, it's really kind of weird because you're over there just yapping all on your own. You're having a conversation with these people, but there's no, you can't hear what y'all are saying back. So he's like, it's kind of odd. So, you're good, Sharon. Okay, so what color? No one said anything. What color do we want the beaks? Orange or yellow? Orange or yellow? What do y'all think? I'm kind of thinking orange. I enjoyed you so much. I'm glad you're doing this. It helped me out. Yes. Hi, Connie. Yes, happy hump day. We're trying to decide the color of the beaks of our little birdies. And then we're going to chalk the wings here in a second. Orange. Okay. Ooh. What do I want to do? Orange. Okay. Orange, orange, orange. So again, this is another creative marker. I like these for like these finer details, so you don't have to like paint. You just have a little bit more, in my opinion, control over the colors. There's that one. Hi, Leona. Cover this one up. being so naughty today. So naughty. All right, let me dry and let's see if we need another coat. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chalk this floral dot pattern onto the top. And I was thinking doing it in vanilla, which is like an off-white or vanilla-like color, because I personally don't have another jar of vanilla here. Or we could do it in white. But I think the off-white will give us more of a subtle look, because then what we're going to do is we are going to distress our little birds. We're going to distress them. Make them look a little bit more vintagey, if you will. All right, put that over there. Here are our wings. I'm going to take my wax. This is going to put a little layer on top, because I'm about to put something sticky on top of it. And sometimes with the transfers in paint, whether it's chalk paint, chalk paste, acrylic paint, whatever it might be, sometimes the stickiness of the transfer likes to pull off your paint. So this is just going to add a protective layer to your paint so the stickiness of the transfer doesn't pull it up. Now this part is completely optional. You could paint this and do this however you want. You don't have to have the chalk transfer to do this project. Actually, the person that created the file, they decoupaged the wings. And I thought that was really pretty as well. My mom and my dad, they sure are. Vanilla. Okay, good luck, Robbie. Donna Deek says vanilla. So we're going to go with what Donna Deek says. And I'm not going to fuzz this because I've used this transfer quite a bit. But when it's brand new, you definitely want to fuzz. Okay, lay that down. Now, I was telling you I'm out of my vanilla. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix a little jar of vanilla together. So I'm kind of towards the end of this bright white jar. I'm going to mix in a little bit of Dune. So if you don't have vanilla or you run out, this is a way that you can make your own. And I'm just going to mix it in here until I kind of get that off-white color. Okay. Now, you don't have to mix it in the jar. You could put a little bit into a little mini cup and mix it out that way if you don't want to, use a whole jar. But we do have a jar of vanilla. Like I said, I just don't have mine. I ran out, and I haven't ordered any, which I'm going to order today this week, because we are going to see all the new fall collection at ChalkCon, which I'm so excited about. And we're going to probably have mystery boxes. So be on the lookout for that, for mystery bundles. We'll play a game with it. But once I know a little bit more about when everything will ship, I will give you the final thing, if you want to play. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. And my silly self, I left that blue paint on there, onto this. So there's a little bit of blue in there. We're not going to worry about it. All right, close that. That was Dune. And then I'm going to grab a little squeegee. And we're just going to squeegee this color that we mixed up right on here. So you could go bright white, you could do a metallic color, you could do whatever. But that is just how you can mix up a color if for some reason you don't have something. Oh yeah, look at that. Let me show you. Y'all, I love this little floral dot pattern. Probably not, Katie. I might go live to show y'all if there's like a little like art gallery for us for all the new stuff, which there typically is. I might go live there for that, but other than that, you probably won't see me live. I'm not taking any projects or anything like that because y'all, ChalkCon is so like jam-packed from morning to evening, and there's just no time. And I want to be present with everybody that's going too. So I get to meet like other people who are chalk people, which is awesome. I am so excited. I have a new team member who's a designer with me. She signed up on my team, and so I get to meet her. I sure am. Yes, ma'am. Are you? I'm assuming you're a designer. All right, lay that down. I didn't really put it back on straight, but I'll fix that after. I'm gonna close this up. And I have so much paste on the edge. And I wonder why my jars get stuck when they're closed. Probably because I'm a disaster. That's probably why. All right, let me wipe up my hands. And then here comes the fun part is we are going to start distressing and making these nice and fun. Hi, Carol. So do me a huge favor. Hit that heart button for me. Comment the word bird. That will get you, oh yeah, I like that. That'll get you the supply list. And these birds, like I said earlier, are $13, and that includes shipping. So you won't have to pay the additional $7.99 shipping that I normally have. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I wish. Maybe eventually, Kimmy. I know you've got a lot going on right now, my friend. So when you are ready, I will be here, my friend. I will be here. I was going to say you will be here. I'll be here. All right, let's dry these. We're going to clean up the edges, which most of these did pretty well. So let me show y'all, like right here, do y'all see how there's paint on the edge? What I do is I take a little black marker. My hand always gets a little shaky for this. I need to get a new one. That one is like cut or something. Oh, black marker. Y'all, I had a whole pack of them. And now they're missing. All of them. Hold on. Oh, here we go. All right. And we just clean up the edge so it looks a little more finished. Now this part is totally optional. You don't have to do this step. That looks good. Looks good. Hi, Sharon. I am going to ChalkCon. I sure am. I leave in about 3 hours. Alrighty. So now we're going to distress. Do I want to distress? This is the question. Do I want to use just distress oxide in all three? I think so. I was going to use my distressing crayons, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to do all three just like this. Okay, so this is distress oxide in the color Ground Espresso. What do I want? I want walnut stain. We're going to go walnut stain. Okay. And we're just going, oh yeah. This step is totally optional. I know not everybody necessarily likes the distressing, but me personally, I think that this kind of just brings the whole project together. Back in my ooh, that's a good idea, Kimmy. I'm going alone, Sharon. Thomas has to stay back. So that's okay. Like I said, ChalkCon is so busy that even if he went with me, I don't think I'd really see him a whole lot. So it's a good thing. But I'll be staying with one of my friends. She's the person I always stay with on any kind of like chalk events, really. So it's nice to know who you're rooming with. I will say. All right, there's the green one. I'm going to distress the wing on this one. Oh yeah, these are looking cute. The wings do look pretty cute. And that's what I was saying earlier. If you missed it, if you don't want to use the transfer, you don't have to. The designer of this, the birds, she actually decoupaged them on. She decoupaged the wings and they looked really cute. So if the transfers and the stencils aren't your thing, that's another option to do the wings. You distress all your projects. I'm getting there. I used to not do that. And I'm like, oh Lord. It just finishes it, in my opinion. All right, a little bit more. Okay. That looks pretty cute. Okay. I think I got that transfer. I haven't been in my room so long. I know, Kimmy. I know. I hope you're slowly getting better, my friend. Okay, next let's go in with black. I'm going to pull my black marker out and I'm actually going to fill in the eyes. Okay. Got a little half moon right here. And then I'm going to paint, I'm actually just going to color these in my black paint pen. Okay, now that you can paint, usually I would paint these, but I don't want to pull out another paintbrush and all of that. So I'm just going to use my marker like so. Plus you prevent paint buildup in the slot, so it should stand easily. And y'all, we are about done. So hit the heart button for me. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you join my broadcast channel. If you like my project or you like me and you want to see more of me, that's going to be the best way to know when I'm live. So just hit the heart button and right down there in the pinned comment, there is a link for you to join the broadcast channel. It's free. I really try not to blow y'all up. Usually Mondays are the days that I send the most messages. And then other than that, it's usually just a message when I go live, or if there's like some sort of sale on my cutout site or the chalk site. But I really try not to send y'all a message every time I post something. Just so you know. And the link is also to grab the birds in the pinned comment as well. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I could put my hair in a ponytail. Yay, that's progress. Now I wish they could still get them, Connie. The price just changed a little bit. The price just changed a tad. I try not to, Lynn. I really try not to send a ton of messages. Like, I'm part of some other broadcast channels, and like every time the person posts on their page, it automatically sends a broadcast notification, and it's just too much. Like, it's kind of annoying. So I leave the broadcast channel because I don't want to get a message every time. I just want the important things. They were $10, Lorna, not anymore. You had to grab them at the price last night. Now they're $13. There was kind of just a little special deal that I did for y'all. If you caught my live yesterday and purchased, it was just kind of a little added bonus. So now they are a different price. Like I said last night, that the price would change. All right, we're going to add a little bit of white lines. And this is my favorite white marker. I need to see if it comes in a thicker pack, but this is my favorite. I don't like the Posca white paint pens. Every other white paint pen I've used, I do not like. This is the one that I prefer. So, all right. And the white lines also just kind of bring it all together. I'm not great at white lines yet, but I'm learning. Absolutely. Because you don't have to have the added cost of the shipping. Since these are so easy to ship, I just decided to increase to the original price, but not make y'all pay the $7.99 shipping for these. Yes, this is my favorite, and these are linked to my Amazon storefront. So if you comment the word bird, B-I-R-D, it'll send you a message with all the links and everything, but at the bottom, there's 3 buttons. There's like the button for the cutout of the week, a button for to join like my broadcast channel and my private groups, and then a button for my Amazon storefront. It says Amazon favorites. If you click on Amazon favorites, it'll take you to my storefront, and those should be under paint pens. So, all right, let's glue, and then we're done, y'all. Be sure to hang out till the end because I'm going to give away a set of birds. I'm going to give away a set of birds. Or if you already order the birds, I will send you some Happy Mail. But it comes, those white paint pens come in like a 10-pack. And I want to say this 10-pack or 8-pack. I could be wrong. But I want to say this 8-pack is like $7 or $8. So, I feel like it was a good price. Making sure those are lined up. Yeah. And then I'll tell y'all how y'all can get entered into the giveaway here in just a second. You are going to have to comment. So if you're a silent watcher, you are going to have to comment. I agree, Debbie. Because I wanted them to look a little vintagey. I know like maybe necessarily the blue isn't vintagey, but I love this floral dot pattern. I've used the heck out of this thing. I love it. So let that set up for just a second, because I'm going to put them in their stands, and if my glue's not set, then they're going to fall. Yes, they are the best white paint pens. I will say that. I love them. So, like I was saying, you can grab the bird set for $13. That includes shipping. Comment the word bird. It's the first link in the message or down in the pinned comment. It says like comment bird, and then it has like my broadcast channel link. But at the very bottom, it says grab like the $13 birds. You can click on that and just add it to your cart and check out. It should not charge you any additional shipping. So, thanks, Lori. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you hit the follow button for me. I don't know if y'all can see it, but the blue number at the bottom, I don't know if the light is hitting it all weird, but the blue number at the bottom, that moves every time someone follows or unfollows. Sure, Karen, you just have to send me a message and I can get that added for you. Thanks, Stephanie. I'm just letting them set up real quick before we put them in their stands. Thanks, Lorna. Thank you. I wanted to use like another pattern, but I just kept coming back to this one. Now, here's the only thing is I think I need to play with the slots to make them a little bit bigger, because I was doing this before my live and some of them weren't fitting, and it's because the slots are too small, but yours will be just fine. All right. There's that one. Okay. There we go. And then there we go. There are your standing birds. I need to adjust the slot size, but they will stand. Thank you for following. I so appreciate it. Yep, you sure did. Can I still add to mine? Add what, Lorna? thank you. So which, I kind of like the blue too. Which color is your favorite? The blue, the green, or the pink? So let me fix this to where, ooh, that wing was not set. These are just cute little shelf sitters that you can grab. Thank you, Lynn. I want some birds to craft with. Do you make a mix of birds? Kim, you can send me a message. You can send me a message, but that, like, up close, that's what it looks like. So there's the blue one. That was in the color Stormy. And we used acrylic paint to paint all of these. So the color Stormy. I'm sorry. Boone's being a sassy pants right now. Then the green was in Aloe. And then the pink was in Vintage Pink. I know, I love them. Aren't they so fun? So $13 for the set. That includes shipping. You won't have any additional shipping. If you need to get these added to a different order that you've already placed, I can add them that way. But go grab them. I will drop the link in the comments. Let's give away a set of these birds. And then we will be done. So I'm going to put the link to the birds in the comments. You can go grab those right there. And then let's pick a winner. So let's do the word Stormy. So the way that this works is I give you a word to comment. You comment that word, and then I'll say, you know, the 8th person to comment that word will win, okay? So let's do the word Stormy. The word is Stormy, and we'll do number 10. The 10th person to comment the word Stormy will win a set of birds. But I just dropped the link to the birds in the comments if you want to grab them. He does, Lynn. If you have questions about adding wings or wanting multiple sets, just send me a message. You do, Sharon. You sure do. All right. Stormy, Angie was 1, Darlene was 2, Stacy was 3, Connie was 4, Karen was 5, Phoebe was 6, Anita was 7, Dawn was 8, Kimmy was 9, Barbara Blevins, you were number 10. I'm going to go down 4 more. So Barbara Blevins was number 10, Stacy was 11, Sharon was 12, Debbie was 13, and Michelle Pryor, you were number 14. So Barbara and Michelle, will y'all send me a message, and I will send you a set of free birds. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Go grab your birds at the price that they're at, because I will change it eventually. But they are a little package deal, $13 for the set. And they're just the perfect little birds. I love the wings. I can't stop looking at them. All right, y'all. Do me a huge favor. Join the broadcast channel right down there in the pinned comment. Go join it so you know when I'm live next time. Hit the follow button and go buy your birds. And I will see all of y'all. If I don't see y'all during the week, you'll see me next live sale Sunday. We'll do another live sale. And you still can shop the live sale from this last Sunday until Friday, okay? All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all very soon.